Hello, my friends. Today is election day. It is a freaking long time coming. I'm so tired. I am physically exhausted. I am a mentally pile of overdone spaghetti. I need a distraction. So today we are in my bathroom. You know, like you don't realize that your area is not clean until you start like filming behind you. The door is off of my toilet room, your little toilet room. Okay, so fun fact about this room. This is like the smallest, tiniest little bathroom ever. It's a little like, what do they call this? Washroom, water closet, whatever they call it. This door opened inwards. It was like smaller than like a public bathroom stall. It opened inward. Anyways, I need a distraction. So I'm going to take you along today as we try and be distracted from this absolute exhaustion that is being an American in this society. I have brushes that I need to wash. So let me pop this mic on and we're gonna wash some brushes. The reason I stopped doing a lot of YouTube videos is perfectionism, right? And being like, well, my whole space isn't clean, so I can't do a video. Your space probably isn't clean either. So whatever, I don't care. For the record, what I've been using to wash brushes is this bar of Zote soap. It's like laundry, I don't know. It's this bar of soap I got at Walmart. It's fantastic. I don't spend a ton of money on, I need to get a thing. I might have to go find a thing. I mean a towel in case, you need to know. I also just remembered that Violet spilled her entire cereal all over her chair this morning in the kitchen. So I need to like carpet clean the chair. Otherwise that's gonna be disgusting. Don't spend a lot of money on brush cleaner. That was the main thing. But yeah, I like this because I just get the brush wet and then you just go like this and it lathers beautifully. And then you just like, there you go. Usually I'll do a whole bunch of them at a time. I'll do like a handful, except for face brushes. Those I will not. Yeah, I have been sitting on my phone, doom scrolling. And I was like, this is not productive. I don't want to do this anymore. Speaking of, let's talk about anxiety as I talk about doom scrolling and the like. This election is having me and my feelings very similar to how I felt during the 2016 election. It was very much thinking things were gonna go one way and then they didn't. And look, I'm done. That's how quick this was. Not that this was like an absolute ton of brushes, but because I could do handfuls of them with the bar of soap, it's just easier. What can I do next? I need to clean up my kitchen. We're gonna clean up the kitchen. Where can I put you? I need to put some stuff away. Usually Violet puts away dishes, but I might just put them away for her today just because I've noticed when I need a distraction, cleaning up is usually what works best for me. Oh, we were talking about anxiety with the doom scrolling, stuff like that. I saw someone, I think it was Raw Beauty Christy. I think she had a video, Instagram post, something where she was talking about how she's trying to stay positive or how it's better to have a positive outlook on stuff. Just having a better mindset with like self-loathing and like self-talk, things like that. Ew, this is not clean. And one of the comments on there was talking about how being like patty positive isn't always helpful and this, and yada, yada. It made me think about something that I always tell Violet, my daughter, because Violet has severe anxiety. I don't really talk about this very much. COVID happened and my entire online presence just blew up because I just became a recluse spider and just I've had a really hard time breaking out of that for the last 4 years. But Violet has, I can't think of what the actual name is, but she's had severe medically diagnosed fear of throwing up that has progressed into agoraphobia. She is very anxious about body feels. She's very in her head about any kind of stomach feelings. She gets very, very anxious. In general, with a lot of things, but it's mainly been around throwing up. She also has depression. She also has ADHD. But one of the things that I tell her when it comes to a lot of stuff, side note, can I just say how nice it is to have like this knife block? Can I just say, I love this knife block so much because it is not on my counter. ADHD, hello, hi. Hereditary. What was I talking about? Oh, one of the things I tell her, especially with anxiety, is your brain believes what you tell it. If you tell your brain everything is awful, your brain goes, you're right, everything is awful. If you tell it, I'm so ugly, I hate my body, I hate this, I hate that, it's gonna believe you. Your brain believes what you tell it. I try and tell that to her with her anxiety, and especially because she's 10, she's literally a preteen, she's 10 and a half. How? It's the same thing, and that's something I feel like any age can learn from, in the sense that we all have bad self-talk. We all doom scroll. We all do these things where like, it's really easy to get like in that negative loop of talking badly about ourselves or getting stuck looking up all the election stuff, making us just feel like crap. I think that that's just something that's worth thinking about. It is a fact that the more positive, even if you feel stupid doing it, even if it's just thinking neutral over thinking negatively, it does help. I feel like that kind of mindset. Can you not? There's nobody here, and the cats don't want to hear from you either. What time is it? 12:03. What else can we talk about? You know what else I've like really loved lately? Something that brings me joy. And I usually have this whenever I'm cleaning my house. I feel like for the third time in my life, reading has become like a phenomenon again. Harry Potter, reading became a big thing. Twilight, reading became a big thing. That got us into reading, and then like the Hunger Games followed that. Then it was kind of like it petered off, right? And then A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then Fourth Wing, and like all of this kind of has made it super popular again. And I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just noticing these bubbles of like when these books have become really popular online and really talked about and such. A Court of Thorns and Roses has been one I read in 2021, or I listened to the audiobooks in 2021, and then I re-listened to them this year. This year, I listened to them very differently because there is this new type of audiobook. It's not even new, apparently, but it's new to me. Dramatized audiobooks. Let me just tell you, this is like my favorite thing ever. This has been one of like mine and Paul's bonding things lately. This started when I went to Bali for my brother's wedding. Paul and Violet couldn't come because it literally was like the first week of school, and I was like, you can't miss the first 2 weeks of school. Right before I left, I was listening to Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I was like telling Paul about it, and I was like, maybe you could listen to it so we could talk about it. So he started listening to it, and it was really fun to, be able to hear his theories and all of that stuff. Then when he finished it, he's like, well, what should I read next? And I was like, I think you should read A Court of Thorns and Roses, because it's what you get in. You know what I mean? Like, it's 5 books. Plus, I love when people read that book when you already know what happened, because it's fun having them read the first book and then they like get attached to characters and you're just sitting there like, I love it. The dramatized ones, if you haven't heard of them, they have a full cast. So unlike a regular audiobook where it's usually one person, sometimes 2 people reading everything, dramatized audiobooks are a full cast. Every character has their own voice actor, there's sound effects, there's music, there's all sorts of stuff, and it is so much more immersive. Some of it is a little bit cheesy, I think, but like it's part of the charm. I need a water. Violet's been getting mad at me because my 40 ounce tumbler was, I think Paul was using it, I don't know. So I've been using her Stanley. The girl never uses her Stanley. It was just sitting in here, but because it's her Stanley, children. But it's my Stanley. You can't use my Stanley. Why do I have so many mugs? Nobody even uses them. Anyways, this is my favorite thing to listen to when I am driving. When I am cleaning, I do not have the attention span to like sit down and do nothing but read a book, and having all of these different characters and stuff have their own personalities with their voices and actually like inflections, and it's just so good. There's an app called Hoopla. You get a library card, and you can get a library card for free. Well, a library card's free anyways. Sign up online, that's what I did. You get a library card and you can get audiobooks immediately and for free. I was originally getting them on Audible. Oh, these are absolutely not clean. Oh my gosh. I realized that you can get them on Hoopla for free. And so now we've listened to so many different books. The ones that I've really liked, ACOTAR, voice acting is so good. Fourth Wing is phenomenal. It's so good. Superpowered was really, really fun. We listened to the Innkeeper Chronicles. We really liked that one. I just really like them. Did you guys see on my Instagram I shared this weekend making this sourdough? I had put it in the bread pan. It was way too high. And then it just like exploded. Well, nobody ate it. I think what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna make it into sourdough breadcrumbs because it's too hard and I know my family. And I'm trying to do this thing where I stop wasting. It looks like it could be a squishmallow. It actually looks like a chibi piece of bread. That's actually kind of funny. Sourdough has been one of those things that I've really taken up in the past year. I was so intimidated by. It took me so long to like get it. And then once I got it, I was like, why did this take me so long? Because it's really comically simple. It's 4 ingredients. People get really hung up on the fact that you have to have a starter and how to make a starter and how to feed a starter and stuff. The funny thing I feel like a lot of people don't know, you can buy a pre-made starter, like a live starter. Because I know you can buy dried starters online, and that's what I had done in the past. You can also make one from scratch, but you can buy a live starter and then you're just good. You just feed it with water and flour and there you go. I didn't know you could do that because with the dried one, you have to like feed it and like wait. With a live one, you're just like, you're good after, you know, however many hours. I'll link if you guys are interested. Sourdough is just one of those that's, I still can't get over how just, it's so easy and it's yummy, so much cheaper. I go to Costco, you can buy like 50 pounds of bread flour, which sounds insane, and it kind of is. But then I get these containers at Walmart. These hold half, so I'll have 2 of these. They're like $10, $11, something like that. I keep them at the bottom of my pantry, and they have like an airtight seal on the top, because we're making this into breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna need another, pan, but I'll do that after I cut it all up. Pretty much what you're doing, making a whole bunch of toast. And then once it's toast, you're gonna pulverize it, and then it's breadcrumbs. Thelma, literally what? Okay, that's even enough. Let's find a recipe. Okay, sourdough breadcrumbs. 325, 1-inch cubes. They're not 1-inch cubes. 15 to 30 minutes. Add dried to food processor. Then you add stuff. Cool. And these are going to get ripped up a little bit more, so it's faster. Because these are definitely like 2-inch cubes. Honestly, what I'm gonna do, my oven has a thing where I could set a timer and then it'll just turn itself off. I'll just leave it in there and they're not gonna burn. They'll just dry out even more. So if I don't take them out right away, it's fine. Everything's fine. I do feel like they would probably be good if I sprayed oil on them, but I'm not gonna because it doesn't say to and it doesn't need it. It said 15 to 30 minutes. We're gonna do 25 and then I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. Violet's home. Are you gonna be in my video?
You should film a video about unboxing them. Hi!
What just came in the mail?
We just got a new litter robot.
It's not a litter robot, a smart litter box. Kiki, who is 15.
Poops and peas everywhere.
Yeah, she doesn't like using the actual brand litter robot. We have 2 of them in the other room. I had one of them in here and she would not use it and it was very frustrating. So now, actually Kiki's in this video now that I'm like looking, yeah. I've had a regular litter box right back here and it's annoying because for some reason, they all want to use the one in here. Most smart litter boxes rotate like fully and they're closed off. They have like a really small opening. This one has a super duper wide opening, almost like a regular litter box. I'm hoping that she'll use this one and stop peeing on the ground.
That's bad.
I'm over it. I'm gonna let you know, Violet, I have the mic on me, so I don't know if it's picking you up.
Oh, what?
Ooh, heavy. Okay, pull the plastic off. It's a lot lighter than the other ones. The other ones are so heavy. You put this in the hallway. Ooh, it's pretty quiet. Hey, can I show you something so cool, Kiki? Can I show you something incredibly cool? Look at that. Wow. We won't watch you. Don't look at her. Look away.
Why?
Well, do you like being watched when you go to the bathroom? No, Kiki. I feel like that might have made just a gigantic mess. We're gonna try again. I think she's gonna do it. She's peeing.
I doubt it.
No, she's doing it. I'm looking at her. I'm pretending I'm not, but she's peeing. You did it! You peed! It did it. It works. It works. My room won't smell like a PetSmart anymore. You better use it. Okay, since we're showing things that are new, I've been trying to figure out how to hold all my earrings. I was using this for a while, and this is fine. So this rotates fully 360, has the full mirror, which is nice. And then, so it's a whole jewelry, makes you closer look. It's got the inside one too. And then it's got all this other room. I don't have much other jewelry. I don't know, I like goofy earrings, but I don't have much other jewelry, mainly because I find earrings, they're usually mostly plastic. I hate the metal smell, and I find a lot of jewelry has that. Earrings don't. I don't know why. I need to work on that. So if you have recommendations for good jewelry, let me know. Oh, I also need to show you my shoe situation, because that was the other thing I talked on Instagram recently about, is finding a good replacement situation for the front door with the shoes, because the shoes were driving me crazy. Everyone just throwing the shoes everywhere. And I still am kind of guilty about that, but I want to show you my solution I got. We put this together last week, and I really like it because it ends up being storage up here, and then it has the press, like the pop open, and then it's holding all the shoes. Oh my God, and they're all hidden. And then I like it too because the bottom is high enough for, like, you know, everyone has the lazy shoes, right? Or is that just me? The one like pair you wear to parent drop off, pick up. Mine are these. Half the time, they just go right there. So it still works for that. So that's also awesome. I like how that looks a lot too. And then it's just a nice like drop off area as well. I had a whole bunch of sourdough that you guys weren't eating, so I made it into breadcrumbs.
Can I try one?
This, yeah?
Can I put a heart on them?
It's just like really dried toast. Yeah. The violet thumbs up of approval. Thanks. Oh man, I feel like I should redo some of these.
You're right, Mama.
I am? Okay. Don't you love when you pick the perfect sized container without meaning to? Look at that. Perfect. All right, it is now 3:46. Violet literally came home from school and was like, can we watch the news? Can we watch election coverage? And I'm like, Violet, there's not gonna be anything until like 5 o'clock here, would be 7 o'clock on the East Coast. That's the earliest there will be anything. Ugh. Anyways, I hope that you survive tonight in your mental state. I will be taking one of these once I edit and upload this video and zoning out. May all of your mental state stay in a good, positive place. We'll get through it no matter what. I love you so much. I'll see you on the other side.